Hello everyone, my name is Zen, and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, this is a video that is partway through a run inside of Interloper, and I'll get you caught up so you know what's going on. Last episode, we were in Pleasant Valley. In this run, we basically started in Pleasant Valley, and we've been looking for Timberwolf Mountain. We survived about 6 days. And while that's been good, that time that we've spent is actually kind of putting us at a disadvantage because we really need to get our situation sorted out before the cold hits by day 20. I think it's around there that the cold settles in, and we have not had a fast start this run. So things are looking a little bit tricky in terms of the long game for this run, so hopefully we are able to manage and figure things out. But today our goal is to get to Timberwolf Mountain. That is our plan. And I just want to say before we continue, a massive thank you to the community, everybody who's been showing up, especially the people who've been here since day one, but even the people who are here right now. If this is your first video, thank you for being here. And a shout out to our channel members, Ari, Joe Montana, Johnny D23, thank you guys for joining the channel and continuing to support the channel. I genuinely appreciate it. Yeah, and everybody who watches the videos and comments and has been here. Seriously, I just don't want to forget how appreciative I am of everyone who's been here, because this channel wouldn't exist without you guys. So thank you. And yeah, let's get into it, shall we? Today we leave off inside of the Prepper's Cache, which is what we're in right now. Can't see very well because it's very dark in here. We just slept, and let's make sure we pick up our bedroll so we have that on us. We did restore a little bit of condition, and we do have a little energy. There is a rope climb just outside here that I would like to go up, and I believe we are roughly around here. That rope climb may take us to another area. It may not. I don't know for sure. So we're going to go up there and see what we find up there. We might have to just go back down and come back in here. But at the very least, we do have a warm location, and it wouldn't be a bad idea for us to just do a little mapping outside before we leave, then come back in here and warm up again. Hopefully there's enough light to read. We could read for an hour or something like that. So let's get up here and see how that works. See if that... It's probably going to be pretty cold. Yeah, it looks pretty cold. Still nighttime, so let's get back inside. We don't want to go out during the night if we can at all avoid it. We could also alternatively sleep for a couple more hours, because we did just drink a bit more water. So we shouldn't have to worry about that. So let's sleep for another 3 hours. That should be fine. Restore our energy to full condition. Okay, what time is it? It's almost dawn. We've fixed our energy there, so we're doing good in that regard. I don't think we can read yet. I don't think it'll be too dark. Let's take a look at our clothes. They're in reasonable condition here. We could do a little bit of repair, perhaps on these socks, but it's too dark, so we can't repair. Okay, is there anything else we can do before we get going? We could cook. Now, I don't think there's a stove down here. I'm pretty sure there is not. Could get some tinder from the boxes here. Do we need tinder? We could use a little bit. I mean, it's 10 minutes, but sure. 27 minutes, that's a little bit of time. Get a little bit of tinder. Okay. Can't see what else is around here. Plastic box. Did we open that? Yep, we did. The lockers are locked. We can't open those. Oh, there is a barrel, but this is not a fire barrel. Okay. So, we could take a look outside. It's probably still really cold. And I don't think we can read yet. The sun is just coming up, but I think it's still too early. We can try. Too dark. Okay. Well, we could poke around upstairs and see if there's anything up there. Oh, the sun has not arose just yet. Is there anything in this shelter here? Is this anything? It's an outhouse. Oh, there's a backpack here. Nothing in it, though. Let's check this building. Is there anything in here? Ooh, a furnace. Or a fire. Okay, this is good news. And some ketchup chips. Well, we could start a fire here, but it's really cold out right now. I don't know if we want to. We might want to stay inside. Could cook porridge, but it's just really windy. Where is the hatch? I thought the hatch was right here. Where'd the hatch go? I can't see the hatch. Where's the hatch? Oh, there it is. It's over there. It's on the other side of the log. Okay. The hatch is here. There we go. Yeah, look how cold we got just from being outside for a short period of time. That's bad. Let's take a look at our condition here so we can kind of game plan what we're going to do for the day. We're doing okay on food. At least we can cook bannock on the fire, and we have oats. We have 4 meals of porridge left. Some crackers and some cattail stock. So food is okay. Could use a little more water. Do we have any tea? We don't have any tea in the flask. Okay. Can we craft anything? Only got quite a few crow feathers. So we'll be able to get arrows soon once we get arrowheads. Did we pick up an arrowhead? I don't think we did. I don't think we picked up an arrowhead. Okay. Well, it looks like we just kind of have to wait a bit. Could get a little more tinder here, alternatively, since we're waiting. There's a couple boxes, so we can just break those down. And any extra tinder that we're not going to use, well, we'll just store it somewhere. Okay, leave prepper cache. No, not yet. Let's put this locker here. Could break this down. 18 minutes. Okay, we might now have enough daylight, maybe, to read. Because the sun is almost up. Let's see. Yeah, we can read now. Okay, let's finish this book. Great. Okay, the field dressing your kill book is now finished. And in terms of our skills, we have carcass harvesting almost at level 2, which is good news. There's a lot more daylight now, so we could probably go do that rope climb. It's still going to be cold out, and we're pretty cold right now. Could go start a fire, but maybe we actually are going to finish reading this fire starting book. Because this could be pretty useful. 5 hours. Okay, let's think about this. If we spend 5 hours reading that book, do we put ourselves in a bad situation? Possibly, not necessarily. We have ability to start a fire outside. How much firewood do we have? We have a little bit of firewood. The fire will not keep us warm. We're also running low on matches. So any perks to fire starting would be great because we would be able to have longer fires, which is a really good perk. It might be kind of useful for us to actually just read this right now because we should get to level 2. I think we're going to do that. We still have enough food, so we should be able to survive. Should be okay. Eat some ketchup chips here, just so we have a little extra calories. Let's do it. And by the time we finish reading, it'll be around midday, so it'll be a little bit warmer outside. Let's read for 5 hours. And we'll be warm in here. Great. Okay. We now have fire starting level 2, I believe. Do we? Did we get level 2? We're almost there. We'll have it in no time. Okay. Let's drink some water. Let's get some porridge on the fire. Then we're going to climb that rope. How much energy do we have? We still have enough energy to climb that rope. And if we don't have enough, we can go sleep in this hatch here. Okay, it doesn't seem super cold outside, especially if we start a little fire to warm up and have breakfast here. Okay. Now, this is going to be one of our last few matches we're using now. We have 4 left. We'll take the charcoal, start the fire. Cattail head, cedar firewood. We will be using that. We're going to start with sticks. We're going to save the accelerant in case there is any timber wolves. Ooh. Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you because, you know, I've just been thinking about the channel lately and like where it's been going and how it's been headed, and I'm I'm grateful that I get to do this. Like, even though, like, obviously I'm not really able to do this as a career yet, because there's just I won't be able to support myself right now. But there's signs that, hey, you know, maybe this is working out, and it might work out. There's no guarantee. Building a YouTube channel like this is a real gamble. You know, I think it is for most people, and just being able to get a shot at doing it is pretty nice. So I'm grateful for that. It's and it's a lot of fun too. It's a different type of fun, though, from playing a video game normally, like you would, I don't know, as like you know, when you sit down and play a video game by yourself, no one's there, no one's watching you. It's a different experience streaming a video game than it is playing it solo. Because typically I wouldn't be talking to myself in a microphone when I play a video game. Maybe if I, like, do something annoying or something, and I'd be like, oh, why did I do that? But that'd be the most I'd probably be saying. In this case, it's a little different, you know? It's just, you talk because you want to engage the folks that are watching. You want it to be entertaining for them. So in a way, you are kind of performing. Like, that's the weird thing about YouTube, is like, you are being yourself. I am being me, but at the same time, I'm also performing, because I wouldn't do this normally if I was just sitting alone in my room playing a game. I'd be quiet. And I like it. It's fun. But it's also like, it's like a fraction of your personality, right? Like, it's not like the whole you. And when I started this channel, I kind of was hoping that, like, oh, I could just try to be myself as best I can and have these, like, down-to-earth, you know, cozy, chill vibes. And for the most part, I feel like I've tried to capture that essence as best as possible. But the longer this goes on, the more I feel like YouTube is changing me, and not always in all the ways that I understand either. I feel like it changes you, and you don't really understand how it's changed you until you've already been changed. You know, you don't always necessarily understand the process of how the change is working on you at this moment. Oh, there's more firewood. Fantastic. Take a peek in the outhouse. I don't know why we're doing that. I watched a really useful video today by Josh Strafe, and he was talking about streaming and how streaming changes you. And I thought it was really interesting. I really appreciated that video he made, and I'm glad I got to watch it. And it gave me context of, like, how this is kind of like a job. Like, I'm not streaming on Twitch or YouTube right now, and I know some people have asked me about doing that. Like, am I going to do that? When will it happen? I don't know if that will happen anytime soon. I had decided earlier that I was going to do it around Video 300. And then Video 300 came and went, and here we are now. Past that number. I still would try it. I just don't really know what to expect, and I don't know if I would stream The Long Dark. I almost would think I would stream a different video game, because this is always going to be a variety channel, which is my intention anyway. And while I love this game, and I enjoy playing it, and I really enjoy this series, I just feel like adding a stream in would complicate the series somehow. And I know some folks just like the expectation that they're going to watch an hour and a half, or like between 1 to 2 hour long video, and then that's all they need to watch for the day, right? To stay caught up. And the streams feel like you have to be online for 4 hours or longer. And it's a little difficult, like, knowing how to do all this YouTube stuff. Like, I'm just kind of figuring out as I go. And I don't really know what I'm doing. I will confess, I have never known what I am doing. I just basically have been paying attention to what works and try to do more of that. And I don't always understand why it's working either. So here we are. And I don't ever really want to make it sound like I'm complaining. I'm not. I'm very happy that I even get to attempt doing this. I'm basically talking about it because I'm just trying to understand how this all works and what direction I should move in and you know, I want this to be enjoyable for you, and I want to also enjoy it. So it's like a, you know, a community of enjoyment. That makes no sense. But yeah, basically, when you come to this channel, I want you to enjoy what you watch, and that's important to me. But yeah, you also have to, as a creator, enjoy what you're doing, because otherwise, why do it? It's a little trick. It's a tricky balance. And you know, the one thing about streaming or making a video like this is your attention is always split. Like, obviously, we're cooking porridge here and some water, but I have to pay attention to that, and I also have to pay attention to this conversation we're talking about right now, which is, you know, part of the video, and then pay attention to what do we have to do to survive. Like, so you're always like, your brain is in multitask mode, which isn't a bad thing, but it does affect your experience of playing this game. Like, I'm playing The Long Dark as somebody who's communicating with you, and you're like watching me play it at the same time while I'm experiencing it for the first time. But my experience with this, in this version of The Long Dark, would be far different if I had been playing it alone, and not have been streaming. But I'm not, like, complaining about that either. It's just different. It's still fun doing it this way as well, so it's good. It's just different. Honestly, I don't really know what I'm talking about. I'm still trying to figure out how to do all this, and it's still very new for me. I'm having a lot of fun with it, though. And, you know, it was a lot of work to reach 1,000 subscribers, and I'm just very grateful I even got to get there. But it's also like a new level of work now, because now it's like, okay, well, how do I grow the channel so it becomes sustainable? And maybe I can do this as a job. And I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out. I'm gonna find out how that goes. So, we'll see. But, yeah. It's been a lot of fun. And, you just kinda have to, like, do it and find out, I guess. I think that's what it feels like. There's no, like, academy for streaming, you know? Like, you don't go to college to learn how to stream. You know, you just start doing it. And this isn't really a stream, this is YouTube, right? So it's a little bit different. But I would almost say, like, these videos are kind of close to streaming, in a way, sort of. I just don't have a live chat. I just respond to everyone's comments after the fact. But it's raw gameplay. I'll make a cut here and there if I have to take a break and, like, you know, step away from my desk or something. But for the most part, I always want it to be just, this is me, talking with you guys. I like that. It just feels more fun and enjoyable. Okay, well, let's take a look at our condition before we, you know, keep talking about whatever it is we're talking about. It's getting to be evening now, and we don't have a whole lot of energy left. We just climbed a rope that was by the hatch. I should have taken map there while we were talking, and because I was talking, I got distracted. That's what happens when your attention gets split. But I think we'll be okay. This looks like it might be a transition somewhere. It is. Where does this take us? Timberwolf Mountain? It does! We found it! Oh, let's go! Okay. Alright, we're in Timberwolf Mountain. Now, I don't know where in Timberwolf Mountain we are. And it's really important that we actually do some cartography here so we can kind of get a rough idea where this entrance is. Because I just don't know where this is. But before we do that, we should probably try to get a little, excuse me, fire going, or find some rosehip tea. Excuse me. Ooh, I hear wolves. Okay, let's just stay here for a second and just take a look at the world map. Okay, so I can't see anything right now. I need to put down something, like anything, for a little fire. Let's get a little fire going. We'll make a little bit of porridge so we'll be warm for the travel. We have enough sticks for a tiny fire. I just need to know roughly where we are so I can know what direction to head in to find the building we need. And hopefully we can pass through Timberwolf Mountain today to get to Ash Canyon. That would be the plan. Hopefully we can stick to the plan. Okay. We did get fire starting level 2, so now our fires start a little bit... We have a higher chance of fire starting, and the fire should last a little bit longer, which is fantastic news. We can also burn those 2 books for additional heat, which is phenomenal, or for fire starting chance. Okay, we're going to 2 hours of fire here. We'll be able to stay warm while we do some mapping cartography. Grab the charcoal. Let's figure out where we are. Okay, so this looks like it is on the west side. It's on the west side of the map. Okay, so if this is on the west side of the map, that's super useful to know that the transition between Pleasant Valley and Timberwolf Canyon, or Timberwolf Mountain, is on the west side of the map. So what this means is we need to go eastbound, and this should, roughly about right here, is where the only shelter is inside of Timberwolf Mountain, which we can find some more matches in. And then from there, we're going to head to Ash Canyon, which I believe is on the east side of the map. I could be wrong about that, but I think that's what it is. Okay, so do we need to cook anything before we keep going? Might not be a bad idea to cook a little bit more porridge, but I really want to save this food for later. So I think we're going to keep it in our pocket and hope that we just find some, oh, what do you call it? Rose hips on the way. So we're going to just take a few extra torches to keep our fire going. I'm going to take 15. Hopefully that'll keep us alive. We did hear wolves nearby. Timberwolves can spawn in Timberwolf Mountain. If that happens, we do have accelerant and a cedar firewood, so we can start a fire and throw torches at them. But hopefully we don't come across them. Yeah, we have 17 torches. That is plenty. We'll grab this ruined one. This one too, because this is 6 for the next fire, which we will need. And it looks like we are heading east. We are eastbound, which is great. I believe this is actually where I died last time. It might have been where I died. That wolf chased us here, and we started a little fire, and we tried to warm up, but we had hypothermia. I think this is it. I could be wrong, but it looks familiar. We had almost made the transition to Pleasant Valley, had we known. Okay. Well, maybe that was a different location. I can't quite tell. It looks familiar, but hard to say. Okay, eastbound. Gotta keep our eyes out for rose hips. I don't see any yet. Or some reishi mushrooms. Extra sticks is good as well. I just noticed I need to clean my monitor. There's a... I should do that. You guys can't see that, thankfully, but I need to clean my monitor. I'm gonna do that after today's recording session. Okay, plane crash pieces right here. We do not have a hacksaw, so I don't think we were gonna be able to get any of these. I think we still need to head that direction. We're gonna have to map again. So let's grab enough sticks so we kind of know where we're going. This is eastbound-ish. I think we need to pass through here. Pretty sure we gotta go that way. Don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure I know where we are, sort of. I think we might need to go that way, actually. Here's some rose hips. What's this? Is it for... Oh, no, it's just plane crash. Okay. Landing gear. I don't think this is enough for tea, but it's a start. Okay. This was quite the plane crash. Wonder what the story behind this was. I should play the story of the Long Dark. I could perhaps do that on stream. I think my only fear is I just don't want to turn the entire channel into a Long Dark channel, because I just always wanted to have variety. I like variety. Even though I really enjoy this game. It's hard though, because YouTube and Twitch, well, I shouldn't speak for Twitch, I've never Twitch streamed, but YouTube will really reward you based on, like, how you're performing at things. Wait, I think this is it. Hold on. Yeah, that's the fishing hut. Oh, wow, we're really close to a plane crash here. I didn't even know that. Okay, I think the building is either right here or right there. We're pretty close to the shelter, which is great news. And from here, we should be able to make it through to Ash Canyon, which is our goal, so we can get the backpack. That's our long-term goal. The only thing is, by the time we get the backpack, the world could just be really cold, and we never even made pelts or anything like that to be able to survive. So, we are kind of putting ourselves in a bit of a pickle. But, at least we'll have food, since there's a lot of cattail right here, and in Ash Canyon. And it looks like plenty of tinder, too. Little backpack here, let's check this out. Okay, I believe we'll need a rope for Ash Canyon. I could be wrong, we might not need the rope, but I'm going to bring it with us anyway because it actually might be pretty useful. I have never deployed a rope in this game. I don't know what deployable rope locations look like. So we'll need to keep an eye out for that. It's probably like a rock, like what the other ropes look like, I would imagine. No guarantee, but that would be my guess. Okay, so this will be our little forward base for the region. If we find guts or hides, this is where we're going to leave them, or try to leave them, if all goes well. We haven't really been able to hunt anything or find any nearby carcasses yet. The carcasses we did find felt kind of risky to bother harvesting them, so we haven't done that. But at least we made it here. Just, we had to take the long way. And because we took the long way, that time we wasted could really have been what makes the difference between us surviving this run and dying. This game makes me feel like the longer I play it, the more I'm like, I have died before I know I have died. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know when you're like, you've made a few bad decisions early on in the game, and you don't know how much it was going to cost you, but you find out later when it's too late that those decisions you made were actually the decisions, were very poor decisions. And it's like the consequences of those actions don't show up till much later. That is one of the reasons why I love this game, and also why I find it very challenging, because you don't always know when you messed up until much later. And you have to think about why things went wrong. Okay. Small Arms Handbook. We can... Ooh. Got a memento hint there. We'll grab that. We can burn that for firewood. All the brooks we have, we can burn. And look at that. Wooden matches. 12 matches. Wonderful. That's a great start. Dust and stuff. Newsprint. Leave the newsprint in there. We have plenty of... Oh, what's this? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. Okay, we need to swap our torch out. Now, we could warm up in here. I don't know if we need to. Oh, a can of sardines. Look at that. Is it in good condition? It's not. We are not going to eat those. Okay. Ooh, what's this? Ski jacket. Ho ho! Huge win. Okay. Guys, this is massive. Massive. This is one of the best items in Interloper, or one of the best jackets. Second best jacket, according to Ari, which I've been told, in the game. So I'm glad we found that. We will patch that up. Okay, take charcoal. I do want to take map here, and it would probably be a good idea to start a fire so we don't waste a match. We'll do a stick. Get this going here. Maybe cook a little water or a little tea. Put that in the flask so we're like, we have a way of staying warm while we head out to Ash Canyon, which is where our next destination is. And we do know how to get there. Thankfully, we do know how to get there. Yeah, it just like, it blows my mind that like people show up to watch this series. Because I was struggling with YouTube so hard in the first 3 months. I'm like, it was just video after video. I'm just like failure after failure. Like, I just don't get it. Like, what do I need to do? And then like this series showed up and it was working well. And I'm like, okay, so I guess I should make more of these because it's working. And I just, you know, I like the long dark, but I've learned to love this game a lot more just from playing this. So yeah, I don't know. Every time I start talking about this, I always feel like I'm like tiptoeing around the conversation because I don't ever want to come across like I'm complaining. but it's very easy to sound like you are, you know? And a lot of people complain on YouTube. And I mean, I don't like watching complaining videos either. They're not for me. But I think someone today said in the comments for the last video I posted, it was Engineer the Extreme. He said, I think it will be important then to have someone with the same views as you and motivation, since now you can feel that there's more love and soul to a video. I don't know if I'm completely capturing your comment correctly. Maybe you meant something else when you said that. But I think, like, from what I understood, from what I took from that comment was, like, you were saying, you know, having someone who is also doing YouTube or streaming similar to you, so you can relate to them. I think that's also very important. That does help. I did have a few opportunities with that earlier on this channel. I came across two folks, actually, and they were, like, nice guys. I chatted with them a little bit, and they seemed like pretty good dudes. But unfortunately, the more I chatted with them, it felt like the more there was just this underlying feeling of competition, and it couldn't really shake it, and it just kind of felt like things were starting to get a little toxic. And not like in a really bad way. It just felt like that was the trend to where things were going, and I didn't like that. I didn't like seeing that. And so I'm like, you know, I don't know if this is gonna be a really good relationship to pursue. It might be not a great idea. So I ended up dropping it, and you know, I pop in and check out how their channels are doing every once in a while, and I hope they're doing well and having success on YouTube. And you know, everyone's journey is different. But yeah, it can be a little bit disappointing when you try to start a friendship with someone, and it feels like, you know, the human nature gets in the way, and becomes a little more harder to maintain that friendship. Okay, so what's the plan for tonight? I think we're going to sleep here for tonight because we'll be fully rested, and that energy could be really useful when we go into Ash Canyon. Though we do have a bedroll now, which is just such a massive boon for this run. So that's great. We can sleep in caves as long as we have enough firewood. We haven't come across any coal yet, which is a complete game changer. And hopefully we can find some. I'm going to put this torch out. I'm going to, let's clear the junk in this room. What we're going to do is we're going to craft these into sticks. We're going to keep our fire going for at least maybe 4 to 6 hours, and then we're gonna head to Ash Canyon, possibly in the dark, but hopefully that will help us restore some condition. It looks like for some reason we are restoring condition right now. I don't know how. Just take a look at why. Oh, because we're well fed. Oh, you're full of energy and can carry more gear. You're also better able to face the physical trials ahead. Your condition is increased as a result. Interesting. So if you're well fed, you gain more condition, you heal faster, if I understand that correctly. I did not know that. Very useful. Well-fed bonus is actually massive. Okay, so we got a few more sticks. We got some, fur firewood, actually. We could throw that on the fire here. Let's see. If we put this on the fire, this should burn for a little while. 2 hours, 3 hours, okay. Now I'd like to have a little bit extra on us, just in case there's a timberwolf issue. So I don't want to burn all of this. We got 6 hours on the fire there. I also want to have a few extra sticks on us in case we need to make a snow shelter last second. This is almost 8 hours. It's pretty good. We might be able to get most of our condition restored if we sleep. Oops, didn't want to set that up. If we sleep. But let's see, 15 minutes. Let's break this down and add this wood on the fire. 30 minutes. Okay, we're hungry. We should eat something. We'll eat the chocolate bar. And let's break this down too. 15 minutes. So the downside now is that there's really no firewood in here for the next time we get back here. That's firewood. 9 hours on the fire. We can sleep for a decent time. What we should do is we should make more water, or cook more water, I should say. We have 2.24 liters. It's enough to travel. It's enough to travel. We should maybe eat. And we want to cook to eat. Could cook bannock. Could also cook porridge. Let's cook bannock. You know what? Let's do the cooking in the morning. What we'll do is we'll eat these salty crackers, and we'll eat some cattail, because we got plenty of that. And this should be enough calories for an 8-hour sleep, which should restore some condition. And then in the morning, we'll do a little cooking, and we'll take our fire with us as we go to Ash Canyon. Hopefully get a little water, too. Okay, our fire's going for 9 hours. Let's sleep for 8. 600 calories. Let's do that right now. Get some energy back and restore a little condition. That sets us up for a successful day out in the morning. Now, we need to drink water. We should definitely cook some water here. I think we're going to use the cooking pot to get 2 liters of water. And we'll use this cooking slot for some bannock this morning. So we'll kind of lighten the load in our backpack, because we've been carrying that flour and cooking oil around for a while, and it weighs us down quite a bit. Okay. Let's drink what we have in our inventory right now. Can we craft... We cannot craft any... We don't have enough rose hips, unfortunately, for tea. So we'll need to find more on the road. And crafted all of we can into sticks. But we have not taken map of this area, which we can do right now. Oh, it's low visibility. Never mind. Did we even map this area? Maybe we mapped this area. No, we did not. Okay. Let's take a look then. Is there anything we can do? We can repair this. 45 minutes. Let's do that. 100% conditioned bedroll is better than 0% conditioned bedroll. Hopefully we don't burn that bannock. Ooh, almost burned it. Okay. Bedroll is 100% condition. Look at that. Nice. Okay. Big win. We could burn these books. And we can also start reading the sewing primer. This is done in an hour. We could also cook a bit more water here so we have extra. And let's read for an hour. We can start working on our mending skill book. Okay, potable water. Fantastic. How much water are we carrying on us right now? 4 liters. So I'm going to leave just a little bit behind. Not a lot, but it's enough if we're really thirsty, we can drink something. And we'll leave 0.5 liters behind. It's not much, but it's something. Okay. The fire's going to go out in 40 minutes. We could cook porridge, but porridge weighs less than the bannock, so we're going to cook bannock. And by the time we're finished cooking, we should be able to head out, and we'll cook a little extra water in the meantime, which will cook it later. Let's cook. How long does this take? 30 minutes? We'll just cook this. That'll take about half hour. By the time the bannock's done, so will the water be as well. It's morning time. That's a pretty sunrise. Okay. Well, our bannock is almost done. We'll eat that now. We're going to take our cooking skillet with us, and our potable water, and our cooking pot, and a torch. And we're going to head out to Ash Canyon. And leave this little spot behind. Adventure continues. In the meantime, we'll pick up a few sticks. Should leave a few here, but I'm sure we'll find more. Looks like we got a wolf up ahead. We're gonna check out that fishing hut before we leave the area. Might get a sewing kit in there. We will probably have to cross paths with that wolf since we're getting pretty close to it. And this is the rough direction we need to head in to get to Ash Canyon. Okay, hopefully he doesn't spot us right away. What do we got here? Scrawled message. Take that. Memento hint to cave system. Ooh, frozen angler. Good book. Driving gloves are useful. So is the sewing kit. For cured leather. Scrap metal also useful. I want to leave this here. I'm going to take these gloves and put them in here. The reason why is I just don't want to take these to Ash Canyon with us because we don't need it. Aviator cap. Holy crap, that's huge. That's amazing. We just got the aviator cap? Okay, now we need that cured leather. That changes things. Holy cow. I think that's one of the best items in the game. Well, and for Interloper. 2 degrees of warmth? Yes! Holy cow. That's huge. Okay, I'm gonna grab those driving gloves because that cured leather is gonna be useful. The scrap metal could actually be useful for us because we could make a hook or something like that. Never know. Heavy hammer. Holy cow. We found it that early? Okay, this changes things. We're gonna take the heavy hammer back to the house here. We already have a hypothermia risk. I thought we'd be warm. I guess it's really cold outside right now. And we didn't get enough rose hips. Okay, new plan. We're gonna start another fire, warm up with porridge. Then we're gonna head out. We're gonna leave the heavy hammer behind here because we don't need to take it with us. It's just 2 kilograms of weight. That aviator cap is massive. We got really lucky with that. And yeah, this is huge. Oh, and the rope. Okay, we're gonna take that rope with us. Forgot about the rope. Okay, so inside here, we're going to leave the heavy hammer behind. The whetstone. I left this here earlier. The Frozen Angler. We may be fishing soon, so this is a useful book to bring with us. However, I don't want to bring the Small Arms Handbook because we have other books we can burn, so I'm just going to leave that behind. I don't want to carry too much weight. And we need to warm up here. So let's start a little fire. Take the charcoal, start the fire. Cattail head stick. Accelerant. We're going to pass on the accelerant. We can actually burn a book here to start the fire and warm us up a little faster. We are going to ironically use the fire starting skill book to start the fire. It would be ideal for us to leave around midday, but I don't know if we can really afford to do that. Okay, an hour on the fire is enough. We're going to place a cooking pot here and cook porridge because the porridge will warm us up. The fire, we're gonna add more sticks. Okay, it's 3 hours on the fire. It's gonna warm us up. We need to stay warm. Okay, huge. Let's harvest this. Get cured leather. That can be used for repairing our aviator cap later, which we may need to do. Actions repair. Let's just cause cured leather to repair. Okay. Useful. Very useful item. Okay. That should keep us much warmer. Now, is the scarf better? No, the scarf is better than the toque. Is that just because of condition? It looks like it. Okay, we're going to wear the scarf. Okay. porridge is finished cooking. They're warming up. We're going to cook water while we warm up. Time is it? We'll wait. Probably going to wait till midday now to go. After finding that in the fishing hut. The heavy hammer is huge. That's like massive news because we don't have to look for that now. So what we'll need to do is when we find backpack inside of Ash Canyon, we're going to come back to Timberwolf Mountain. From Timberwolf Mountain, we're probably going to head to Coastal Highway. So we'll need to go to... Well, I need to go to Pleasant Valley, which is on the east side, or the west side of Timberwolf Mountain. And then from Pleasant Valley to Coastal, if I can remember how to get there. Which, to be fair, I don't think I do. Oh wait, I do. We just gotta go to Thompson's Crossing. So if we get to Coastal Highway, we can then get to Desolation Point to forage. And we'll plan to forage at Desolation Point. And be able to get our gear there at the Riken. I think that is the best plan that I have come across so far. Alternatively, we could go to the Forlorn Muskeg. Where's the other forge locations? There's one in Broken Railroad, there's one in Forlorn Muskeg, there's one at Desolation Point. I believe, I remember Googling this a while ago, I believe there's some in the far territories, but I've never been out there. So, excuse me. Desolation Point will be probably the destination we'll go to. Okay. We're going to sleep for an hour here. Just while we wait for our food to cook and restore some energy, because we're going to need it. And that saves as well, so everything should be here. We're going to sleep for another hour. Yep. Okay. The water's done. Bottle of water. Look at that. Pick up our cooking pot. How many torches? We got 14. We should be good to get going. We're over encumbered just a bit, unfortunately. We don't need the extra sewing kit on us. We can leave it behind. Is there anything else we can leave behind? A lot of charcoal. We don't need that much. We definitely don't need that much. Okay, that gets rid of some weight. We can turn these into sticks. The whole backpack. What do we got here? Tons of tinder. Tons of tinder. We do not need that much tinder. Leave some tinder behind. It gets rid of a bit of weight. This decent cotton toque we could leave in the hatch here. Useful for cloth, but just don't need to carry it with us. The flour is good for bannock. We can keep. And the tools. The quality tools. Questionable if we need to carry this with us into Ash Canyon. I'm going to guess we don't need this. It might come in handy for crafting something useful in Ash Canyon, so it could come in handy. But it weighs a whole kilogram. I feel like we should leave this behind because it's just a lot of weight, and we're going to be carrying this mountaineering rope, which is like 5 pounds. I'm going to leave the quality tools behind. Might have been a mistake. I might regret that later. Hopefully not. We're going to find out. Okay, let's craft these into sticks. And hopefully we have no issues here. Question is, are we still well fed? We are not. Need more food to be well fed. Okay, we're going to... Can we... Oh, we can't cook a porridge now, but it's midday. It'll take 30 minutes to cook porridge. Is it worth it? Might not be. Actually, you know what? The water's weighing us down. Let's keep those quality tools on us. We're going to transfer some water out of here. Okay. Let's add a bit of... Let's add a little fire. Let's cook the porridge. It's worth it because it'll keep us warm for a little while we travel to Ash Canyon. And it's a bit of a walk to get there from this location here. So it's worth it. And it sounds like the wind is picking up, unfortunately, so we might lose our torch. Oh, blizzard, possible blizzard, not good. Okay, let's get going. We gotta head this way. And it's pretty cold outside. Very cold outside. It was worth grabbing the porridge. We got to keep our eyes out for rose hips and reishi mushroom. And I believe there's some on the side of this hill over here. If I can just avoid this wolf by going behind the rocks, we should be okay. It's a dangerous spot to be in because we do not have a flare. And if the wind blows out the torch, we have no defense against that wolf. So I would ideally like to just stay the heck away from him if at all possible. Okay, there's cattail here. We'll grab the cattail, leave the tinder behind. This is food for the road and into Ash Canyon. There's plenty of other cattail there as well, but you know, if we can just avoid any predators, that'd be ideal. In general, in life, you know, just avoid predators. Great life strategy right there. Okay, light this torch. Okay. Oops. Uh-oh. Grab ourselves some beard lichen. Okay, that's the beard lichen flapping in the wind. I thought that was a footsteps of a bear for a second. It freaked me out. Okay, let's get up here. So, one of the tools we still need is a hacksaw, which we've not come across yet. There's a rabbit there. Rabbit's good luck. Hacksaw would be very nice to find here. Is there any mushroom on this stump? There is. Great. Okay, we're going to need a fire soon, and we're going to need a way to stay warm, which is typically tea, but we have not found enough tea yet. So, priority number one here while we're traveling is to collect enough sticks so that we can get tea or a fire, at least a fire going. Now, I know we don't travel up that rope. I know that rope takes us somewhere else. We don't want to go that way. We got to keep going. There's a goating spot right here, which takes us down to the plane crash, which is technically a way we can go, but it's not the way. It's not the most direct way. It is a way we can go though. But I think we're going to go around instead, because we might be able to find some rose hips on the way going this way, maybe. Really hope we can keep our fire going, because we don't have any flares. So down here, yeah, there's a plane crash. There's also a wolf down there that can stalk us, and I just don't want to come across him. The plane crash could be... There could be something there, but we don't have a hacksaw to open it, so there's no point going down there. There is a cave down there that we could get shelter from in case this turns into a blizzard. So, worst case scenario, we do go down the mountain to get to that cave for some shelter. But at the moment, we don't need to. We just need to follow this canyon. I can't believe I have a better sense of Timberwolf Mountain now. Oh, there's rose hips here. Okay, we're gonna grab these immediately. This is life-saving material right here. Small detour, but worth it for our next fire, which we're gonna have to start right away anyway. Okay, fire is life right now. Couple sticks. Great. So this looks like a possible mountain pass. I don't even know if I want to pass through here. It might be a bad idea. This might not be the way we want to go, but there is some cover from wind here, so we could get a little fire going right now. And it might be worth it just coming over here anyway. So who knows what we'll find up here. Okay, hypothermia risk zone. We are now losing conditions, so really good time to start a fire if we can find a little spot to start one out of the cover of the wind. And we might be able to just around the corner here. I think there was a little, tiny little cave. Not a big cave, like a one you can usually walk into, but like a small piece of rock that you can kind of get behind. Right here? Not really. Okay, beard dressing. Maybe I was wrong. Oh, wait, yeah, there is. Okay. Anything in the backpack? Nope. But, look at this. Oh, and there's firewood here. Out of the cover of wind. Huge. Let's get this little fire going. Game changer. Cedar firewood. Yes, we're going to burn a book. We're going to burn the Field Dressing Your Kill book because it weighs quite a bit. And it gets the fire going right away. I've actually lately been wanting to record longer sessions of The Long Dark. Sometimes I feel like an hour and a half feels a little bit short to me. And I would just kind of like to go longer because I'm enjoying it. I don't know if that'd be too long for you guys. I don't want to make it too hard for you to also follow along with the series. So that's the only reason why I have decided against doing that thus far. Okay, we're going to cook some water here. We're going to just cook a liter of water. Add some fuel. But I know, I've heard from a few of you that you like to watch the show while you're working. So, if that's the case, maybe you would like longer episodes, maybe not. I don't know. Feel free to let me know if you would, or if you like the length that they are now. The feedback helps. Okay, let's craft some mushrooms here. We are warming up by the fire. It's great news. Hopefully the wind dies down. Hypothermia risk has been healed. We are going to cook our reishi mushroom in our skillet. And in the meantime, we are going to craft more rose hips. One for now, and one for the road. Okay, and we'll cook those rose hips, and we'll put our reishi tea inside of our flask, which is here. Great. Harvest this torch into a stick. Alright, non-potable water. Okay, we can drink that pretty soon here. Might need to warm it up again. Wouldn't be a bad idea to cook bannock, however... We're out of mill flour. Oh, well that changes things. We're now carrying around a bunch of mill flour. Weighs 0.5 kilograms. It's not a lot. We can just leave it behind somewhere. Okay, well, that's a bummer. We can make more porridge, though. But what that does mean is that we're pretty much out of food. Ah, we have cattail. Never mind. We're doing okay on food. Okay. Wind is really picking up. I think what we're going to do now is actually cook porridge. Oh, we're out of oats. We're out of oats. Okay, so we don't have any more porridge. Okay, well that changes things. Can this fire stay going for a while? I think so. I'd like us to warm up a little faster. Let's read by the fire. And hopefully the wind dies down, so we can warm up here. Okay, it's warm. Looks like it's a blizzard outside now. So getting to Ash Canyon has now gotten to be a lot more dangerous. The closest shelter in Ash Canyon, I know where it is, but I easily get lost inside of Ash Canyon, so hopefully we can find it. Excuse me, finding it in a blizzard can be really tough. Okay, alternatively, we can wait another hour at the fire here and read. Or we just strike out now. Hard to say what the best idea is. We got enough firewood for another fire. I think we wait for an hour here, and hopefully the blizzard dies down. I think that's what we'll do. We're going to read for one more hour. And hopefully this is not a mistake. It's getting to be nighttime. That might have been a mistake, actually. That might have been a bad idea. Okay, blizzard's still here. Didn't solve the problem. We're 2 hours into a blizzard. Let's take a look at where is our tea. Oh, wait, sounds like the blizzard might be dying down. Take the tea out here. We're gonna drop both of our teas, warm them up, and then we're gonna drink one and head out. And put the other one in the flask. Okay, the one I want to put in the flask is the reishi tea. Okay, put the reishi tea into the flask. I'm gonna drink the rosehip tea right now. For a warmth bonus. And then we're gonna take a torch. Actually, we're going to add a couple sticks. We're going to take 2 torches. The blizzard has died down. Wonderful news. Okay. Now we get going. So, alternatively here, we can go down the mountain. The possible solution. We need to get into the canyon. And the canyon is pretty much directly down from here. So it might be worth it. This looks like the transition into the canyon, in fact, which is where we need to go anyway. Okay. So we might have bypassed a large section of the area just to get over here. And the transition to Ash Canyon should be not too far away. Now, downside is our energy levels are pretty low, so we won't be doing any mountain climbing this evening. What we do need to find is either a shelter or build one. And to build one, we're going to need 6 more sticks, plus additional sticks for firewood. And I don't know if you can stay warm inside of a snow shelter without a fire going out on the outside of it. But my guess is no. But we've made our way into Echo Ravine, which is some significant progress. We had a slow start to this run, but we're getting along just fine for now. So that's good. Yeah, you know, when it came to talking to people who are also fellow creators, I think it just depends on the relationship. Some people are going to be a little bit more competitive than others. And you kind of get this cross-pollination of viewers when you're engaging with somebody, especially if they're a stranger and you don't know them very well. And sometimes that can lead to an alteration in what you're creating because they have their own vibe and you have your own vibe. And sometimes those vibes just don't mix. And that's okay. You know, not everybody is going to be your cup of tea. That's just how it goes in life. There's always going to be people that like you and people who don't like you. That's all right. Okay, we got a little firewood and we made our way to Ash Canyon, which is massive. Okay, this is where the moose spawns, if I am not mistaken. So, not a bad thing. We should take map here just so we know exactly where this entrance is, because we need to come back to Timberwolf Mountain at some point here. I'm going to do that as soon as we peek out of here. Perfect. Okay. So, I hope that when we do this, our torch does not go out. Okay, this is the transition to Timberwolf Mountain, which is in the southeast end of the map. Thankfully, we still have fire. We're going to eat some cattail stock so we don't starve. Nope, didn't want to do that. That was a mistake. And hopefully we should be able to make it to the little hunting shelter, which is along the road, and I believe it is in that direction before nightfall. And it looks like there's some rose hips here, which is great news. We also alternatively have the Rishi tea in our backpack, which is good. And a few more rose hips here, so if we gotta start a fire in the cover of wind, we can survive. So sometimes a moose spawns around here. I'm not seeing them, which is great news. Gotta get ourselves down here and make it our way across this lake. So all we have to do is follow this river or this creek here. We should be able to get to where we need to go. And picking up any sticks along the way is of vital importance and priority. Otherwise we will not survive the cold. Now, the only challenge here is finding the backpack, and the problem is I remember we got there once, but I don't remember how we got there, because when I found it, it was out of pure luck, and I was completely lost in that episode. So, we need to find our way there somehow. Now, I have a rough idea, because I have wandered around Ash Canyon a lot and been very lost a lot in Ash Canyon. I have a rough idea of where that backpack is, but I do not know with certainty. So we might find it, we might not. But I plan to find it. I plan to find it. And if we don't find it, well, I guess we'll be dying out in Ash Canyon because we didn't. But you know what? If that does happen, we will have learned a lot more about this area, hopefully. Okay, I don't want to get turned around here. I know I need to go between that crevasse right there. I believe that canyon is where we need to go. We just got to keep heading in that direction, and hopefully we can keep our torch lit. It's getting pretty windy here, so it might go out. And we're getting cold, so I'm going to need to drink that tea in our pocket soon. But yeah, I'm pretty sure... Yep, there goes the torch. Okay, I'm pretty sure that the hut is this way. I could be wrong, but I have a good feeling. I think you gotta know... I think you gotta navigate your way through Ash Canyon by the peaks and knowing which peak is which. That seems to be the best way of navigation in this area because the woods are like so confusing. It's so easy to get lost in here. Okay, we're gonna pop that tea now. We're gonna drink most of it, but the last second we're gonna leave a little bit behind. Oh, that didn't work. We failed that. Okay, we have to do that a little sooner. That's okay. Okay, we're gonna hustle our butts through here. Try to get to the shelter. Hopefully we don't have to deal with a blizzard because if we do, that would put us into disadvantage. Yeah. As a wolf, do not want to come across him because we have our torch is going to get blown out. That wolf will kill us. We got to go the long way around. Okay, save some stamina. So the waterfall should be here, and as long as we can make our way up on the side there, we should be okay to get to where we need to go. There's a shelter back there. But, oh man, we have lost so much warmth. Ah! Oh god, no. I didn't think you'd be right there. Too windy to light torch, come on. Okay, he ran. Oh my god, we got lucky. We got lucky. We gotta run. We gotta get to that waterfall. Is he still chasing us? Nope. Shit. Okay, we got lucky. We got really lucky. We torn our clothing. Oh my god. We have no defense against that guy. We gotta get out of here. Oh, we just rolled a nat 20 there. Oh my god. Get me out of here. Oh my god. Those two, we need to pick up another 2 rocks. That first rock hit him in the face and it scared him off. But it only temporarily scared him off for like a few seconds. Okay. Can we get a little fire going here so we can just stay warm for a bit? I know how much time do we have? We have time. We're going to lose condition, but we should be able to make it to the shelter without having to start a fire. Should. And if we start a fire, we also could find ourselves up in a blizzard, so any way for us to be able to see right now is super important. Grab a little cattail. I'll take the tinder this time. Okay. Away we go. Now the shelter should be down this creek. Oh yeah, there's a cave here. Let's see if this cave warms us up. I forgot about this cave. We just gotta follow the creek and we should be able to find the shelter. I don't think the cave is gonna warm us up. I gotta be honest. It does not. But this is here if you need to make a little fire out of the cover of wind. In the cover of wind. Okay. Just follow the creek and we'll find our way home. Now, I could be wrong. We actually might need to go through that way. I don't think so. I think this is the only peak we have to go through. I'm pretty sure the shelter is this way. I may be mistaken, and if I am mistaken, that's bad. We just gotta keep an eye out on that hypothermia meter, and make sure we don't get hypothermia. Try to stay close to rocks, so if there is, if we do need to start an emergency fire here, we can get one going. We do have a little bit of rose hips, so that's a little bit of tea, not a cup of tea, which will only delay condition loss. It won't prevent it. Okay, the shelter should be pretty close to Rick. Yeah, I see it. Oh, we found it. Guys, we're learning Ash Canyon. We're learning Ash Canyon. How much time do we got? We got enough for, we got enough to be able to get this cattail. We'll grab it, grab the extra tinder, and just throw it in the shelter. Grab this one too, it's pretty close. Okay, well, that's pretty significant progress so far. I'm happy with that. Okay, let's get in here. Night is upon us. Looks like we got a little memento key box here. Now, I don't think there's a way to start a fire in here, but I'm pretty sure we stay warm when we're in here. Yeah, we do. Wow, look at that. Okay. So, ooh, scrap metal. We're gonna clear junk. We'll grab that. Can't see very well in the dark. Would be nice to start a fire, but might be better to just sleep the night away. We're feeling our way around in the dark here with this night vision. Okay, rug, spray paint. This is useful because we're in Ash Canyon. Coal. Oh my god, coal. Wonderful. It's one piece, but that's better than no piece. Diary page. Okay, we're gonna grab that. Dog food. Nice. We have to have a more thorough look in the morning because we can't really see what's going on in the night here. Book. Good for burning. Got a shelf here. Crate. So a little bit of firewood in here. Film. Simple tools. So we didn't need to bring the tools with us after all. Arrowhead. Okay. Multiple arrowheads. 2 arrowheads. Okay. So we need we're gonna put that in the trunk. Put the arrowheads and the feathers in the trunk. Where is our arrowheads? Okay. Put that in there. We're also gonna grab these simple tools and put them in the trunk as well. Okay, that'll be our storage for today. Do we need to? We need to sleep. We're warming up. We need to eat food. We're gonna need enough food for calories to sleep for the morning. Okay, but we made it to Ash Canyon. So that's really good news. I'm happy about that. Banged up dog food. I think this is a good time to eat banged up dog food. Yeah, so it's usually about this time of the episode where I'm like, okay, we made an objective, we accomplished that, which is great, which is always usually the point of each episode. I always want to accomplish an objective. But then at that point, I'm like, do we try to accomplish another objective, or do we just let it go here? Because I don't know if I should make the episodes too long. I'm giving you guys an inside look into what's going on in my brain about this channel right now. I don't know if you guys are interested in that or not. I could be boring you with it. But, yeah. That's what's going on. Okay, well, we're still losing condition. Why? Why are we losing condition? Because of hypothermia risk. Okay, and sprain risk. Your body temperature is very low. If it remains low, you'll get hypothermia. Okay, caused by cold weather. So we should be able to sleep and regain condition. And we're going to sleep for 10 hours. And heal. Get our energy back. Be able to poke around the cabin a little bit more with some daylight. Ideally. It's not day quite yet. Drink some water. Okay. We have survived 6 days, 23 hours. We have enough water. Or some cattail. Start the day off. Okay, let's find our trunk. Here it is. And we're going to deposit our excess tinder inside of our trunk. We'll keep 15 on us for starting a fire. Okay. Let's take a look at our clothes. Our clothes got ripped. So, the ski jacket got ripped. So did the aviator cap. A little bit, not too much. That could have just been from weather. And our jeans. We gotta fix our jeans. We could also fix our trail boots. We need a little bit of daylight, though. And We will harvest that torch for a stick because it's pretty low condition. And we'll also take a look at our... Oh, we can harvest this. Beard wound dressing. That's good. I'm glad we survived that wolf attack. We didn't have the torch there, or the flare, so we got pretty lucky. It should be daylight now, so we should be able to repair our clothes, which is good news. Very important that we do, though, because it is very cold right now. And it's going to get colder in this world, so... Oops, that's not good. Okay, by the time it's repaired, it should be a little bit warmer out, so traveling shouldn't be too bad. Ooh, we gotta repair these mitts too. These are in bad condition. Okay, mitts are in 100% condition. Wonderful. Socks could be repaired. Jeans should be repaired. Okay, we need to eat more cattail. Alright. Let's eat that. It's daylight in here, so we should be able to see... Oh, another book. Chair, reclaimed wood, that's nice. That's good. Oh, there is a fire pot in here. Oh, a cooking pot is in here too. Could take some charcoal. How much extra did we get? Got 3 charcoal. Okay, not too bad. What we should do is we should go outside and map right now so we know where this shelter is. Very useful information to know. Get very cold very quick, but we have this Angler's Den. Get back inside. Okay, so this is the transition to Timberwolf Mountain. I wish I could write on here. I wish I could write on the map. But the transition to Timberwolf Mountain is southeast. We now know that in Ash Canyon, if you want to get to Timberwolf Mountain, you got to go southeast. I know this now. Very happy to know that. Apparently there's like 2 entrances or exits from Ash Canyon to another location. I believe, I'm going to imagine that the other one takes us to Black Rock. Somewhere. There's an exit to Black Rock. I don't really particularly want to go to Black Rock, but, you know, we could if we needed to. I'm going to put this box there. Newsprint. Okay, cooking oil. Nice. Well, we'll grab it and put it in the trunk. We don't need it right now. Same with the flour, actually. We don't need to be carrying around the flour because we just don't have enough. We need to get more flour. And carrying around excess cooking oil is just weighing us down, so... It's in there. If we have to come back here, we can come back here. This is our forward base of operations, and we'll probably be coming through here again. Should... Oops. That was a mistake. Should... We, decide... When we decide to leave this place. Okay. I think this place is pretty picked over. I think there's supposed to be guaranteed matches in here. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure someone said there is guaranteed matches in this area. But I just haven't found them yet. Okay, let's put the crates on top of here. Let's make sure that we've looked at all the things. Put the chair there. Alter the rug. Let's tidy this place up a little bit. Let's move this box. Move the box onto the bench. So we've looked in that box. There's another crate here. Box there, crate there, bucket, scrap metal. Nice. Move the bucket here. Crates. We should just put all the crates by the fire. We could alternatively pick up this cooking pot. For some reason, should we leave one behind, we know that we have a cooking pot in here. Okay, cardboard box. Can't move the stove. I don't see matches. Wait, can of sardines. Oh, I see them. I found them. Wonderful. Okay, that's big. Really big news. Awesome news. Okay. I'm gonna put the boxes on top of the workbench here. Because, let's just know we know where the tinder is. Just sort the place around. And then we'll put the crates over here for breaking down and burning. That there. We don't really need to do this. This is kind of a waste of time, actually, but it looks nice. Nice, neatly organized. Okay, so we're in good shape. Not amazing shape, but in good shape. Ooh, and the sardines are in good condition. I'm going to eat those now. Okay. we've done good. We've done good. It's a good episode. I'm glad with where we've ended up. So tomorrow we will make our way to finding the hiker's backpack inside of Ash Canyon. And hopefully we can find it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Had fun making this one. Love to hear your thoughts. As always, I appreciate talking to you guys in the comments. And I'll catch you in the next one. Zen out.